Chris and I have always been fascinated with survival and really enjoy exploring the outdoors. But like many of you, our daily lives and jobs don't allow for us to simply take off whenever we please. In fact, months go by in between our adventures. We hear about people that prepare for doomsday or apocalyptic events and wonder how much preparation is actually needed to survive several days away from the comfort of home when you have a vehicle and some basic equipment. On this trip, we're heading back to the mountains of Southern California during the winter. Should a viral epidemic break out suddenly, we wanted to see how difficult it would be to relocate ourselves away from concentrated civilization with the addition of a vehicle and fully stocked trailer. Join us as we push our way deep into the mountains for what should be an easy 2-day adventure. Are we slipping?
A little bit, yeah.
Oh, jeez. Not gonna lie, I'm actually nervous that when I just felt that slip.
Yeah.
I was like, ah. We're almost there. That looks promising. You're almost there. Oh, jeez.
All right, so where we're going to escape, what could be uncivilized apocalypse,
epidemic type viral outbreak
is
type
someplace that no one can really get to very easily. And so far, we've actually gone through some very, very dangerous side mountain switchbacks because there's snow and ice, and it's literally a sheer drop off. And you can see here we're at a pretty steep incline with ice and a drop off to the side. So
yeah, and this is like, it's hard to see really from here, but you're talking like we're almost at 7,000 feet up. That drop down there is no joke. And this here, what you're seeing here, is nothing compared to what we were doing before. Like there was no filming because you were in you were in try-hard mode.
You have to. I'm feeling for the tires to start slipping.
Right.
Because you can't slip when you're on a side of a mountain.
No.
That's the key.
Yeah, so there's some dirt there, which is kind of like a nice break, because this is very, like this edge right here is what we were going up before, very steep.
Oh yeah, there's ice right there, we just slid.
Dude, jeez. Drop, sheer drop. So I mean, there's no room for mistakes up here. Again, when you're picking this, depending on the time of year, like if it was maybe January, would be worse, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's the, when the heat comes out, that's the thing.
Are we slipping?
A little bit, yeah.
Oh, jeez. Not gonna lie, I'm actually nervous that when I just felt that slip.
Yeah.
I was like, ah. We're almost there. That looks promising. You're almost there. Oh, jeez. I know you guys can't really sense it, but the slippage is real, and when you're on an embankment like this, it's not good.
And we're towing a trailer.
And we're towing the trailer. Wow. That was a bit nerve-wracking, to be quite honest with you.
It's getting narrower and narrower, too.
Yeah, this is like those...
We've never been up here.
No,
this is all unknown trail to us.
And, although you see that, a lot of this is iced up, so these aren't like fresh tracks, they're just frozen tracks. And you're like super low gear for this, eh?
Yeah.
There you guys can see a sense of where we are. Oh man, I hope over this ridge here it's not going to be mad icy. I see water, which is I'd rather see water than ice.
Yeah.
Quite honestly. Our original destination was a place called Gobbler's Knob, which was located 7,000 feet up on the northeast side of the San Bernardino mountain range. There were 2 ways to access this area, and we decided to take the road that seemed much closer to the target location, and it was. However, the cost of proximity was a steep climb on an extremely dangerous icy road that had a sheer drop-off most of the way up. Once we reached the peak, we decided that the frozen campsite and relentless wind blasting up the mountain would have made our stay incredibly uncomfortable. So we decided to head down into the elevated valley on the other side of the ridge, known as the Stockton Flats. This area is shielded from the high altitude winds found on the ridge, but still offering a location that would be difficult for the general public to access without a sturdy 4x4 vehicle. We're not in the clear anywhere here. We've actually gone past, at Gobbler's Knob, it was iced over, the campsite just sheer ice. Yeah, it was like just solid ice. We couldn't have a fire there. We couldn't really even pitch tents or anything.
And it was also right on the crest, the top of the mountain.
Yeah.
So any wind that picked up, we'd have been toasted.
Yeah, it would have been not so bueno. Look at that, people. Beautiful scenery though, as I'm looking at that. So we're now trying to find the road that, is this it? No, this may be it. This may be the Lytle Creek Road.
So this is what's the other one?
3N33, right here. 3N33, yep, that's the road. So we were up here, 7,000 feet. We came back down here, and now we're going to be doing switchbacks all the way back down, back into the area where we were before. But I mean, with the forest not being completely exposed, at the top of a mountain and pure ice.
This side, we're hoping, since this is the sun side, that there won't be any snow or ice or anything. And if it's dirt like this, we'll be golden.
Yeah.
It's the ice was the major problem. And what we didn't show you guys before we got to that point was the switchbacks getting up there. And I mean, look, it's a sheer drop over here. It's a sheer drop, and we're up, it's probably 1,000 feet down right there. Well, we know it's 1,500 feet from the top to that riverbed down there.
And that's what it feels like to bang your head off the roof of a Hummer. Jesus.
We're in 4-low, letting the engine, transmission, the drivetrain slow us down rather than having to ride the brakes the whole way.
It's kind of like engine brakes, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, this I do. Even though it's still like, I mean, you got to be careful driving down here. You can't just be careless. You have to be. And you got to have the right car. There's actually, we couldn't show you everything, but there's boulders, there's branches, there's logs, and there's certain points where like Meaty had to go over, or Chris, I keep saying Meaty, but whatever, you know what I mean, tomato, over like giant boulders in the road, and you just got to slow grind over it. But this area is amazing. The protect, how difficult it is to get in here is the same. Whether we're at top at Gobbler's Knob or down here, it's people, your average person's not going to come in here.
This is how you have to get in here, and not a lot of people are going to be able to either do this or...
Well, you're going to have a normal car, you're going to probably throw the axle out, blow a tire.
Yeah, you wouldn't even get started. I know it looks like a road, but there's extreme ruts and
like this section is nice.
Even though we're on the side of a sheer cliff right here, it's nice compared to what we've been through. It was it was actually pretty nerve-wracking with the ice. If it was like this coming up, no big deal. But the ice, you can't control if it slides, and it'll slide you right off the edge. There's absolutely nothing you can do. Anyone who's ever driven and hit ice.
There was that one point we talked about it, not on this, but off camera, when you slid a little bit, because I was on the side looking straight down the mountainside, and I could feel the tire slip and move towards that. My stomach just like went right through into my mouth. I was like, oh my god.
Best roller coaster ever?
Oh dude, my back started sweating. I was like, this is not good. I just want to get the heck out of here. I do not like this. I mean, but that feeling is
yucca. It's either hit the yucca tree or go off the cliff. Pick your poison.
Oh boy, look at this.
We complain about walking goat trails, but I don't know, driving goat trails isn't much better.
No, well, you're in a big vehicle. Like you're relying on the competence of 4-wheel drive and it staying on track and staying in the rut. I mean, one slip here, not super good.
No.
Look at this. Oh yeah, good survival, good area to stay away from the general public, especially where, coming from LA, you get the heck out of there. That's the worst place in an epidemic.
It also tests other skills that people don't think about: driving skills, mechanical skills, land navigation skills. These roads are fire roads, considered fire roads.
Yeah.
So they're not maintained necessarily. And to be able to drive on them, you need to maintain your equipment. You can't just go nuts and bonkers and pop tires and, you know, roll off cliffs. You got to be able to maintain it. So it's testing a whole nother skill set. That's the idea of us doing all this stuff.
Well, the survival, that's a different, and when you come out here, you're going to be out here for days and you're not near anything. Like, I mean, if you were to pillage, you know, in a survival crazy breakout, you see things like Walking Dead where they're going into stores and they're getting cans and stuff. Up here, that's why we have the trailer. We stock, we try and we bring stuff that will last days.
For long term.
Yeah, conveyance for long-term survival. I know it's not, you're like, oh, well, you got a truck. Well, it's, you know, the drive here, the survival aspect, the mental aspect, and the ability to ride out something like a crazy epidemic viral outbreak. I mean, you got to be prepared.
You got to get away from population. This is how you do it. You got to go somewhere where no one else would go.
Home sweet home. It's been almost a year since, about a month earlier, when we first came here to do a different survival. But now I feel more secure with
having the vehicle
here.
here.
Be a little more comfortable. Plus, like this thing, I mean, you can stock this thing with food, stock the back with food.
I've got 2 5-gallon jugs of water there.
Yep.
Got a shovel, an axe, a jack, all that stays on that trailer.
Yep.
And then on the top is my tent.
Yep, to get out of there.
So our 3-hour journey started up on top of that mountain up there, which is 1,500 feet taller than where we are. We came up the other side through ice and snow and switchback razorbacks on the side of the mountain. Got to the top, almost fell off the mountain once we got to the top because of ice.
Yeah, that was not fun.
We had to turn around because the location was completely, it was like a lake, and then the lake iced over, and there wasn't any markings for it to be a legitimate campsite. Yeah, so we can't like legally have a fire unless we see these posts and have that half barrel. It's just the way it is, you know. And if you're gonna want access to places like this, you got to follow the rules, and that's what we're doing. We saw fire pits up there, but it's not actually legal to do that, and I know because I talked to the rangers. We thought that maybe that might be a better location. One, it ended up being extremely dangerous getting up there. I mean, there was a serious pucker factor there for a while. It means your butt's puckering up like this might be it, because we were on sheer cliffs that there's no stopping you, and we were on ice, and the road was only as wide as my vehicle. So, but we did make it all the way to the top. And then we tried to look for, there's supposedly 3 sites up there. 2 of them were non-existent, and then the third one we couldn't even find. Yeah. And as we were driving by the third one, what it did was it went from this side along the ridge to the very top where you see those trees end up there. And then we continued on around this big one, and we found another fire road, and we filmed it. You guys saw that. We came down 1,500 feet to this valley floor, and then came another mile back up to this location. And here we are, and there is snow. There's snow here.
So nice. It's definitely cooler. And if you even I just look at the mountains there, dude, because we were like climbing through there before. There was nothing. Before we were like, I think that's a bit of snow up there.
Is it a month difference or so? A little more than a month?
Just a month.
But this year we actually had some rain and stuff and snow. So you can see that there's a icy type snow here. It's cool. It's nice and cool, the weather. So, and it's 1:30 in the afternoon. So that adventure took us, I would say, a solid 3 hours from the time we went off pavement to go all the way up that mountain, which is 7,000 feet at the peak. Look around up there, slide around, and almost bite it, and then luckily find our way down the other side and get to here.
Yeah, this coming down here was way better.
Yeah.
I like that a lot better.
Now the thing was that we tried to look and get some detail on what's the best way to get up to that location. And a lot of people who may have gone up there always went up that back side, but I don't think they do it in the wintertime.
No, because
if they
did, they'd say it's the worst.
It's the worst. And then when we were here before, we never saw a way to get up from this way, because you literally have to drive up off of the fire road up an active dry riverbed. I say active dry riverbed, so when there's runoff, it's active, but it's big, huge boulders. You got to go up it for about 500 meters and then across. Then you find that road. We came down it, and it was a lot easier to find the fire roads once we got to the bottom. But it takes a lot out of you, you know, for 3 hours, kind of, you know, gripping that steering wheel.
Mentally draining.
Yeah, you're looking down the edge of a cliff because
I ended up getting a headache after, just
like a stress headache.
Yeah, I was like, holy mackerel, that was very, very.
So it's nice to be here, and this time we got some firewood in the truck. I've got my on trailer tent. Guns has got a tent. We've got chairs, you know, to sit in instead of having to sit on boulders. But what we did was, the idea here, you guys, was what if, you know, something happened? You know, everybody plays these scenarios out. But we're just like, all right, we just came back from our other trip, and we heard, and we did literally last night, came back from another mountain climbing trip. We heard there was an outbreak, you know, 20 miles from my house, and it's starting to spread like wildfire. So what did we do? I hooked up my trailer. We have MREs in there, you know, meals ready to eat, the military rations, and I put water in the jugs. We hooked up and we took off, and we got out to some really inhospitable location as far as trying to get in here. So now we have the ability to survive for a period of time, hopefully, where whatever this crazy outbreak is, that either the civil unrest can be calmed down, or whatever's going on there, and we're out here safe. And then obviously if you had your families with you or whatever else, everyone would pile up and go. You know, we're showing it to you as a hypothetical situation, but it's just me and Guns right now. And, you know, if we had the families around, they would all pile in. We'd bring everybody out here. And those are considerations for water and food that you have to keep in mind based on the amount of people and the amount of time you think. You never know how long it could be based on the time you think it could be. You know, we can sustain out here for at least a week right now, just based off the simple rations that we have. But
because we have conveyance, so because we have the trailer, because we have the Hummer and everything like that, because without that, if just backpack, you know, maybe
exactly. If it was the backpack, we would have to have a water source for sure, which we know last time we looked around this whole area, we couldn't find a water source.
Water source is right there now, this time of year.
We have snow
and ice.
We have snow,
filter it.
And the food, you'd have to actually try and hunt, I don't know, squirrel, something out here.
But for the average person like you or me, that's not possible. We'd have to convey the ration packs. We'd have to convey food. I'm not a hunter. I don't know how to track. I don't know even what's out here. And especially in the drier months, like we suspected, there probably, because it's so dry here, maybe there wouldn't be that much wildlife because there's no water source.
Right.
Every animal needs water source. Like right now, maybe they're here, but maybe they move outwards after.
Yeah.
Harder to hunt.
And the funny thing about this valley is when we came down, that side of the valley, those mountains there are super dry. On the other side of them, which is like what we're looking at here, looks just like this. Trees, snow, shaded areas, real lush green. There, it looks like desert mountains. On the other side, it is the trees and the snow and everything. So the sun travels on this side, so it hits this cliff face and not the other side. Same thing when it gets here, because this is angled, but also the elevations is why there's so much snow up here. So it's another thing to keep in mind where your location is. Where is the sun going to travel based off that? If it's really, really cold, you're going to want to be on that side to where you get that sunlight throughout the day to try and recoup after a really long, cold night. Otherwise, you're going to burn through firewood like crazy.
After a stressful climb and immediate descent from Gobbler's Knob, Chris and I worked up quite the appetite, likely caused by stress. So we decided to rip into a couple of meals ready to eat, also known as MREs, the soldier's meal. MRE time.
So it's already a lot better having chairs here and a table. I mean, even though that we got like the MREs and stuff, but we have some creature comforts, which is a big difference from sitting on the ground of the rocks.
Well, and one of the things they always say, I know it's just comfortable to sit on, but let's get these things open. So what do you got there? But it's mental status and survival, right?
Yeah.
Being comfortable also makes you feel...
This is menu 13, cheese tortellini vegetarian.
I got menu 12, veggie burger with barbecue vegetarian. So I thought I'd try it for all you vegetarians out there, if any of you are watching this.
There you go.
You know,
Vegetarian.
I've tried a lot of.
Well, you had to eat these when you were in the military, right? Did you guys?
Well, yeah, but I never had these. But you're right, only in the field and stuff like that.
Yeah. But see, in America, I had friends who, I probably told this story before, joined the Air Force because they had better food. They didn't have to eat MREs.
Well, we don't. Well, you eat at the mess hall.
Yeah. Where the infantry guys, the army guys.
It's like a buffet every day.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, there's burgers, cheeseburgers, chicken burgers, fish, salad bar. Jeez. Yeah, you don't rough it.
So last time this was like a little competition of what mystery products that we got in each of our bags. So
you know what I like about the MREs too is you can't forget a spoon.
Yeah.
Because the last time we came here, if you guys watched it,
I've got seasoning blend salt, so that's a plus.
What did you get from this thing?
No, it was just free flowing.
What?
Yeah.
I got my spoon. That's
all right. You ready?
Yeah.
I got grape beverage powder.
Beverage powder. Where's my beverage powder? This one here. I got lemon lime.
Ooh, lemon lime.
I like lemon lime better. I'm just saying. And that's not just because of this. I just like lemon.
How about?
Do you like grape or lemon lime?
I like lemonade, and grape is good too. Look, chunky peanut butter and crackers.
Chunky peanut butter. Okay, so I got a wheat snack bread.
Wheat, yeah, that's good for you.
Yeah. And chocolate. What is this? Do you have one of those?
First Strike Nutritious Energy Bar.
First Strike Nutritious Energy Bar. But where's my peanut butter?
Look what I got.
How do you get M&Ms?
M&Ms inside the pack.
Wheat snack bread.
Milk chocolate. Made with real milk chocolate.
Inside the bag or what?
Oh, it's all here. I also got a chocolate flavored First Strike Nutritious Energy Bar with digital camo on it.
I got double wheat snack breads. Come on, just because they're vegetarian, it doesn't mean they can't eat M&Ms, people. Pack some M&Ms in here.
And then I also got beverage-based raspberry powder. I got 2 chiclets.
I got some chiclets. You got Taster's Choice coffee?
No.
Listen, I need some caffeine. I'm telling you that.
And then I've got apple pieces in spice sauce.
Apple pieces and look, I got chocolate banana nut muffin top. That's pretty good though.
I like banana nut stuff.
Banana nut muffin top.
And then cheese tortellini and tomato sauce. So this applesauce sounds good. What you got? You got applesauce too.
Applesauce? Just applesauce with raspberry puree.
Mine's apple pieces in spiced sauce.
Yours is more natural.
Do you have to cook these? I don't think so. Not these ones, right? Just your entree.
Just your delicious entree, which is cooked via delicious chemicals.
And they smell too, by the way. The chemical puts off an odor that's it's a little...
The hot beverage bag.
You got a hot beverage bag? Nice. Oh, for your...
Yeah, you've got one
coffee.
too. For your snacking.
Mr. Coffee Man. So this is just after 2 o'clock. This is basically our lunch.
Yeah.
Because we've been driving for 3+ hours, right?
Yep, that's a veggie burger.
You got that.
But where's the bun? Where's the beef?
Where's the beef? All right, do not overfill. I remember this tear here to use bag. Last time actually mine was pretty good, but I remember I got lucky. I got like Tabasco.
Yeah, yours was tasty.
Yeah, it was really good.
Dude, you got way better though. Like M&M, that's a full thing of M&Ms.
Yeah,
man. You know what I like about it though is that you're so good at sharing.
This is true.
I'm just saying.
Alright, so I got this guy, and then we just fill to that little line, right? And that's it.
Tear bag here. What? It's saying tear bag here, but the tear is on this side. You tried to confuse me.
Right, do not overfill.
Is it just to that line?
Yeah.
Oh, why is this not cutting? Why you don't want to cut? Oh shoot, okay. No, I totally messed that up.
And then do this. And then we put it back in the box, if I remember what we did last time, right?
Yeah.
Kind of tuck that down in there. And then you kind of want to lay it at about a 45-degree angle or so, just so it can do its little cooking magic. Lay it on my...
Overfill. Really, it's just down to that line, eh?
Just a little tiny bit. It doesn't take much.
Pushing that thing down.
Don't try and take my M&Ms.
Yeah, what's up with that though? Like, I get it. Come on, vegetarian. The double wheat cracker bread or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they're vegetarian. They're probably really... They don't want the chocolate. Everyone wants chocolate, vegetarian or not. You're crazy.
I wonder if I could just pour some of this. Did you just put this in water? Water.
There, that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Is it doing anything? Were you supposed to open this package, or you just pour it down in
you
here?
just put it in there. Is your thing in there yet?
No.
Oh, you're supposed to put your thing in there.
Yeah, I know, but I wanted to see if it was actually going to start heating up.
I don't think there's like a real strict science to it. It smells like Kool-Aid. Smells like this pouch of stuff. Allow water just chemically purified to stand for 30 minutes.
What?
Oh, after you purify your water. If you're out. Tear pouch and add 12 ounces. Half canteen to pouch. Fold over and hold firmly and shake for 30 seconds. Roger that.
Get in there, you stupid veggie burger.
Roger that. I'm going grape. Grape coupon. You got that?
Yeah. I don't feel any heat coming from this. I know it takes a little bit, but still. Are you already eating your drink?
I'm drinking my drink.
Huh. No.
I'm gonna have like purple lips probably from it. This is like the nasty stuff. This isn't like fruit juice or anything. This is pure grape chemical.
Yeah.
Right?
For it to taste really good, you need to have a lot of sugar in it.
Well, it smells like a lot of shit. Oh yeah, it smells like a... I'm afraid I'm gonna spill this all over me. Oh, it tastes like Gatorade, like grape Gatorade.
Really?
Yeah.
Applesauce after.
Not bad.
Oh, I can hear yours. Yours is giving her.
Dude, mine sounds like an oven.
Yeah.
Do you hear that?
Well, mine's not doing anything. Mine's broken. Cold veggie burger. Oh, I'll eat it. I don't care.
Put it on the side with your, your entree.
Yeah. I got that. Got that, friend.
Mine's actually making like a steaming sound.
Lemon lime. All right. How much are you supposed to put in this? Does it say?
I think it said half cup. Half a canteen cup.
Half a canteen cup. Okay.
Mine literally tastes like Gatorade, yeah. Just drink it right out of the bag.
Mine smells like Kool-Aid. Mine's gonna be so much better.
It is. Enjoy your pita bread.
What a jerk.
You know why they gave you two of them? Think about it, dummy.
What?
What do you have for an entree? A veggie burger. It's a bun on either side of your burger.
So I get a bun. I'd rather have the M&Ms. Don't give me any buns. I want the M&Ms. I'll eat the veggie burger by itself.
Man.
Yeah,
Can't take you anywhere. That was actually pretty good. Probably completely awful for you, but pretty good.
Well, the sugar will give you energy, though.
Give you like 5 minutes of energy and then crash.
Crash.
I'm curious for dessert. We'll try these First Strike energy bars. What these things are. Peanut butter.
It's very Gatorade.
It is,
taste,
isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, this tastes like that the yellow.
Yeah.
You want to try some?
No, I just had a whole bag of it. Then.
Are you sure? You don't want to Oh, I was gonna offer you some. All right, we'll let these things heat up, and then we'll try them as soon as they're done.
We'll come back after this.
Yeah, I don't think mine's
after
going
these
at all.
short messages. All right, you guys. So the chemical reaction is complete.
Mine finally worked after a little bit of readjusting the water on it.
Yeah.
I guess I don't need my spoon for this. You open it up sideways?
Yeah.
That way I can get my spoon in the...
That's where the actual cuts are.
Oh, yeah.
So you don't have to dig down deep into the bag.
All right.
I'm just basing it off of what standard operating procedure is here. The old SOP.
The oldest... Oh, yeah, look at that. It's like it's like... Oh, my God, this thing is horrible.
Looks like an old Pop-Tart.
Dude, that does not feel good. That is not, like, super
You gotta go with it.
Well, I'll eat it. I'm gonna eat this thing. I'm gonna enjoy it.
So the last time I had... Did I have spicy penne or something?
Yeah, maybe. How was that? So,
Or did I have like lasagna?
how do you find that then?
This is fine.
Yeah, let me taste a little bit of that.
It's like a Chef Boyardee type of thing. You know?
Yeah, it's like Chef Boyardee.
Mm-hmm.
That's not bad. Man, if you were hungry, that thing would taste like the best thing in the world.
You're not going to find it at your finest Italian restaurants. But it's better than, yeah. It's a warm meal, right?
Yeah. You guys see that? It's shaped like toast, but it's, I don't even know, man. Like that one's already crumbly. It's like pressed sort of dough product. Yeah. Laugh it up.
It has some form of bread.
Oh my God. I don't know about this. Mine didn't heat up as well as yours either. I mean, it's not, it's like you mentioned off camera, they're all pre-cooked.
Yeah. A lot of military guys that I know, they said they didn't even bother with the heating elements. Once they strip these down, field strip the MREs, meaning they'll open them up and just take the stuff out that they want. They'll just take the entree, open up, and eat it. They're not going to heat it up. They might be under gunfire too, you know? Whoa, dude.
Yeah.
That looks like a cow left something behind.
I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be great. Well, barbecue sauce smells all right.
Maybe the barbecue sauce is supposed to like soak into the bread and make it softer.
I don't know. We're about to find out whether this... Oh my God, this bread is like super old bread. Oh my God.
Don't drip it on your shirt.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely. Oh my God. No, both pieces of bread, not good for a burger. I should have just eaten this thing.
Was the burger okay?
Look, I didn't touch that side. At least take.
No,
you gotta try it.
I'm full, man. I'm good. I am good to go.
This thing is drier than a popcorn fart.
Apparently, that's pretty dry.
Oh yeah, you can imagine. Oh, it's so, dude. I'm gonna consume so much water. I'd say this is the least enjoyable MRE I've ever had.
Seriously, wow, that's saying a lot.
The patty doesn't taste like horrible.
Oh my gosh, look at that.
It's just, oh wow, that looks really good. You
guys see these? It's total like
chunks. Like that looks good.
Like from a.
I thought they were gonna be small pieces.
It's apple pie.
Mm.
Oh, it's legit.
I will need some water.
You got a little.
It's like doing that cracker challenge where you throw like 4 crackers.
Cinnamon. What about cinnamon?
Yeah, you gotta try and swallow it. That's what this feels like. So good. You want me to try my other thing?
When I got the when I get the Army MREs, I get them from a military surplus place, and the guy who owns it is an ex-Marine, and he tells me, you know, like, oh yeah, that one's okay, that one's not good, that one's okay. Usually, like the tortellinis, the lasagnas, they all say they're okay. He didn't say anything about the veggie burger, but I got it for you.
So dry.
I have an apple pie over here.
This is good. Nope. No veggie burger.
Don't get the veggie burger.
Nope. Don't do it.
The other side of that is if you're trying to ration water,
Yeah.
and you have to like dump a bunch of water down your gullet just to breathe again.
It's just, look, you can see it's like stale bread.
Yeah. Maybe take 1/2 of the bread off.
It's too late. I've committed to it.
Just when you thought it was safe. Later on, I'll wash mine down with some M&Ms.
I hate you.
Or some chunky peanut butter.
You're not leaving this park. I'm putting out food around your tent at night. I don't know why the bear attacked them. I'm going to miss them, though.
It was good. It was good. Mine wasn't bad. So menu 13 cheese tortellini vegetarian tasted like Chef Boyardee. And the reason why it tastes like Chef Boyardee is the sauce. The tortellini themselves, they tasted pretty good.
I really enjoyed mine. Mine was very delicious. The flavors were exquisite. You definitely should get them. It's all you need. Menu 12.
Oh man, so basically what we just, once we got here and kind of got a little bit situated, it was time to eat because we'd been going for a while, and we've been trying to focus on that to make sure that we eat periodically more often throughout the day.
Yeah, snacks a little.
Rather than pushing it like we were doing. We always pushed it. And then when you push it that far, one, you're missing out on the energy it's going to provide. Two, you end up eating too much at one time, and then your stomach hurts.
Because you're so hungry, you're like, oh, you pack it in, and then you're like, oh.
Yeah, so it's probably smaller portions more often throughout the day is the best. I think that's like the standard diet, isn't it?
Yeah,
like,
it's healthier for you, smaller
portions. What you're really
portions.
supposed to do is eat more often, smaller portions, rather than 3 big meals a day. It's not the way to do it.
Smaller portions, not menu 12. That's how you go.
Menu
times.
12. Man, it's so quiet out here. It's ridiculous. Oh man. You're still trying that one, huh?
Really good.
Bear will come down there and go, is that menu 12? Forget it. You can keep your menu 12.
I'm heading back up. I found a rotten raccoon I'll eat.
So it's like comfortable in the sun, but the sun, we're about to lose the sun in, I'd say, less than an hour. It's going to go behind that big mountain over there, and it's going to be time to don the wool already because
we're going to need to set up our tents, get that campfire going.
Right over there in the shade where the campfire is, it's already cold. To walk over there in your t-shirt, you're not going to stay there for very long. I'd say, a good 15-degree difference, if not more. If not more. Maybe with that one, they should give you like 2 beverage powders.
Oh my God.
Because they know you're going to need it.
Not super bueno.
Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for the MRE portion.
And we're going to set up camp now, eh?
Yeah, we'll set up camp. We'll bring you guys back periodically. And then we'll sit around the fire and tell some lies.
Bellies full, and with the sun rapidly falling behind the mountains, our next step in setting up camp was to get our sleeping quarters in order. So this is my first time. You guys get to see it, and I get to see this fandangled. It reminds me kind of like a pop-up trailer almost, eh?
Yeah. I set it up one time in my backyard when I first got it.
So only once, eh?
Once. So, and I don't remember how I did it.
Hey, at least you're not sleeping on a tent on the ground.
Well, the reason why I have this one is to make up for that ridiculous small one I had before,
Yeah.
That one was just craziness.
Oh, your cocoon.
My cocoon one.
Very interesting. Oh, I see the ladder, right? The only thing, like when you were describing it, that weirded me out is the fact that there's no support stands on the flip out.
Oh, yeah.
There's some latches on the side here, holding it down, I think.
Is there still?
This?
Oh, yeah. That one. And this one. Then the major test is, can it actually hold my weight?
Yeah. Oh, I know. I'm waiting for in the middle of the night to hear it going crank. And I want to hear, oh God, oh God. Oh, wow, that is super cool.
Right?
Yeah.
I guess adjust the ladder.
Well, the ladder, I guess oh no, you do it like that, like it's climb out, eh?
Yeah. Okay.
You could use the ladder as support, technically, eh?
Yeah, if it's kind of up and down, I think.
Wow, that's pretty awesome.
So it already has its, the
Built-in fly.
yeah, and then
Your little window
toggles, right?
for throwing things at my tent at night. Oh yeah. That's super cool. That's a good sized tent, man.
It's meaty size.
Here, you take this. Show them inside your tent. Oh, you're gonna actually go up? Yeah, see, that's what I'm thinking. Like, it might be good to actually.
Well, I had it like I marked these and drilled my own holes for it to kind of be straight up and down. But look, there's like a gap here. So
yeah.
The next section is
All the way down there?
Yeah, it looks like it. Right here, the next section.
So that's going to be interesting.
So I can't go up it like that.
No.
But I did, you can see where I marked these holes and I drilled my own. So I might just need to do
a few other
like section of holes right here.
3 or 4 an inch apart, maybe?
Yeah.
Either way, it's super cool. I like that it's attached to this.
Yeah,
bolted down.
Go on top of vehicles too. If you have like a, I could put it up on that rack up there that's on top. So there's poles in there.
Oh, for the fly in
it'll
it?
just kind of hold this open,
Right.
So for like breathability, I believe. I just gotta reach and get in the thing stuck in the.
You think we got like another hour or a couple of hours for sun?
Problem is the ladder's like straight up and down. I'm going in.
I'm going in.
So, got some, it's supposed to be fairly quick to do all this, but like I said, this is really it's my first time ever setting it up in the field, but once you get it, do it a couple times, I imagine it would go pretty fast. Because there's not, like you said, the design is that it's kind of like a pop-up.
Yeah. You fold it out and the thing's like ready to go.
Yeah, so under here somewhere, you have these things, these angled holes.
Yep.
All right.
Oh yeah.
And you just bend it up.
Nice.
So there's no there's no having to tie it down to the ground, which is cool. And then so this is your rain fly, right? And then this has a bar on it, and it has toggles up there.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Where you can just have your screen here. Right, and then we'll open that other side there.
It might be pretty chilly at night, though. You may want to have that thing down, eh?
Well, it depends, right?
We'll see how cold it gets.
You have you have that option. Another little hole.
Go in your hole.
This one. I'm eating my cinnamon chicle.
Yeah, I've got the same thing. Sorry if you can hear me. I didn't even think about it till you said chicle, and I'm like,
So look, on this one, there's an inside thing where I can zip up the inside.
Oh, yeah,
so
yeah.
the air doesn't come through. But you have this for the shade and water runoff.
That's a beast.
So that works. This works on both sides, and that works on both sides. You don't have to do it, depending on the weather.
Yeah.
Open up one side and that side. You got enough. There's some air vents too, but.
Well, you don't need to go in, but just show them inside, maybe. Like, that's a good size in there, eh?
Yeah, it's
some clothesline.
It's
and it's all padded.
3-person.
Yeah.
Those lines there are when you fold it up, it helps pull everything in, so it it pulls.
One
in.
could even argue that 2 fairly good sized dudes could fit in there.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
It's special size. It said for meaties only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not gonna fit it.
All right, let's. So Gun's got a new tent, but we have to kind of get it all staged up and check it out. So we'll come back. So this is supposed to be a freestanding 3-season tent. Was this the REI brand? It's
the REI, yeah.
It's the half dome, right?
Half dome, 2-person half dome.
So it's light.
The lady said to set this up, lay it flat out, put the poles on it, and then bring it up.
Right. It's because it's really light. Even though, you know, you can opt for the 1-person or the quarter dome, which basically cuts, you lose more space down by your feet. It's a repair piece. He broke it already.
Lose that. I'm like, the whole thing doesn't stay together. All right. So I guess it's like right here.
I would start right there with your feet going toward the trailer.
Gotta find the front entrance of this bad boy. Oh, I got it. Or is that? It looks like both sides. I don't know which one.
Actually, once you get the poles on there, you can just rotate it, you know?
Yeah. Well, this looks like it opens up.
Yeah.
That's fine. Oh, it's a good size. Like for, well, they always say 2-person, but unless you're like...
Well, if you want to put your pack in there with you and not in some kind of...
Yeah.
You know...
That's why I always go for 2. Or like a cocoon like what you had last time.
Let's not make fun of me.
Well, we probably should.
No.
Lots of elastics. So is this all one cable system?
Yeah, I think it's all one piece. Just started putting the poles together. Was this the one that was color-coded at the bottom, or is that the other one that we looked at?
I don't know. This does not look color-coded.
Uh-oh. Color by numbers.
Do they? I wonder if it comes with instructions. I hope, was this the one then that she was talking about, just lay it flat? Because I thought the lay it flat one was the color code.
Yeah, she said it's all one pole system, right?
Well, she's right, it is.
It has that little kind of T intersection there. Wow. Whoa, marionette. Wow. It's pretty crazy.
Come on, there you go.
Jeez. Oh, somebody might lose an eye here before we're done.
There you go. Watch out.
Holy cow, dude. Are you looking for water?
I'm just saying, if it doesn't work for this, we can always just pick up some TV signals.
Yeah.
Okay, so this way?
That seems too big.
This way?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here we go.
Lay it out.
See if one person can actually do it, right?
Yeah, well, because the tent that I had last time, like, especially going into the... setting it up in the desert in the Mojave, that was not fun. Like I couldn't have done it if you weren't helping.
Yeah, especially in any little bit of wind too, right?
What the deuce?
What'd you do? Break it?
No, but it's just hard to get on. Oh, geez.
Okay.
All right.
Here goes nothing.
It's only got 4. It's got to be pretty simple.
Hope this is right. Otherwise,
someone's gonna get some company in the.
I was gonna say someone's sleeping outside.
That's not nice at all. All right.
Oh yeah. I see it kind of coming together. You look like you may be onto something. I'm not sure why this one looks more like a teepee than the other one did, but why do they always look different in the stores?
Yeah, perfectly. Yeah, that is not the way it looked before.
Well, those other things hook up, right?
Yeah. Well, that was actually really simple.
Yeah, if someone like you can do it, anybody can do it, dude.
If I can do it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, remember that we're thinking of the quarter dome. The half dome actually looked more full on both sides, right? That was the deal.
Okay, so here's the quajon.
Yeah.
What is that little piece for?
I told you, it's a...
There's no spare. You can't repair this.
It's for repairing rods.
Oh my god.
Everybody, comment section now. Repair kit.
How are you gonna repair a rod with that? Unless you have like some welding.
Well, maybe you might have welding equipment on hand. A TIG welder to weld aluminum. Thin aluminum.
Really thin aluminum.
Look at that, you guys. So that's an REI brand.
Yeah,
Half Dome 2 is what it's called.
Good space in there.
Yeah, look at the size. It's a 2-person tent. So you know, 2 people could lay in there. You lay in there when you have space to put junk, gear, stuff and things.
And the other tent that I had when we set it up, I had it special ordered. It was a Hildebrand.
Yeah,
and it was way more expensive.
Yeah.
But I would get this.
Well, that one was like an expedition quality tent.
Yeah, I know.
You could go to Kilimanjaro with that thing.
Yeah, exactly. But still, pain in the butt to set up.
But you might set that up at base camp and not tear it down for 4 weeks.
You're right, matey. You're right.
Colorful.
Is that important?
Kind of matches your backpack. Are you trying to color coordinate out here, Martha Stewart?
You can't call me Martha Stewart. I call you Martha Stewart. Good.
Perfect. All done.
I'm like, where is the latch? Anyway, I'll get this fly on, but
that's the basic setup. Aria Half Dome 2 looks like a nice tent, easy to set up, one person, and it's pretty lightweight. It's not ultralight tent, but it's not nearly as heavy as our other ones that we had. So
nice. Stay tuned for episode 2 when Chris and I have a chance to have some fun around camp before nightfall, which quite honestly turns out to be one of the hardest and most uncomfortable nights of our lives.
About 7 o'clock in the morning. Got 0 sleep last night. Probably slept about 15, maybe 20 minutes per hour.
Yeah, that was not fun.
It was freezing cold. I don't think I really anticipated on it being so cold.